All right. So we have game 2 of Extinction Reborn versus Trial and Error in the AD2L Season 5 playoffs. I'm casting here with Patak Attack
Hola.
and PhaseX.
Hey guys.
So, game 1, we had a crazy early game with ridiculous amounts of fighting, just tower diving, tombstones everywhere. And Trial and Error just were able to pull out a victory with a nice push strat after the hectic early game.
Yeah, that definitely was a hectic game. There were so many kills.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was I don't know, like 2 kills a minute or something at least.
Yeah, it was 2 kills a minute for at least the first 10-15 minutes.
Never see Undying respect ban. Can't blame them.
Yeah, that Undying pick worked out just so well for them with Tombstone winning so many fights until they just were unfightable.
I'm kind of surprised the Undying got through the draft before, because I mean, Walking Dead's going on right now, so zombies should be in everybody's mind.
Indeed.
Everybody should fear zombies.
I don't understand the Huskar. They must play a lot of Huskar and scouted it out. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Radiance pick.
But Death Prophet picked, so nice kind of hero, similar to Viper, a little bit less lane domination, and a little bit better late game in my opinion, where she just presses R and runs around, gets tanky, and kills your buildings.
Radiance pick.
Yeah, it looks like Trial and Error is going to grab that Witch Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
The cask did lots and lots of work. We saw it go and go and go.
Yeah.
And it seemed to work out pretty good.
Not
Just
too
a really
many
strong support.
Not too many death wards dropped though. It's
Don't
didn't
even
really need
the
it.
death words.
Yeah, people were just dying without it. So
just keep it in the reserve, just in
10
case you needed it for later.
to go.
see if we can truly look at it go this game.
5 seconds.
I hope so.
So Trial and Error
Reserve
going
time.
for their second pick, looking just support. So
Dyer's
decent
pick.
roaming combo with Avenge, some nice minus armor for a possible Roshan kill. Just a very well-rounded hero. Doesn't reveal anything about the draft. And Extinction
Dire
Reborn
Timber
going
ban.
for the Tide, saying we are going to 5-man at you, and you can just try and stop us.
Now, Plague, what is your thoughts on the green team versus the blue-purple team? Which one wins?
10
Think,
seconds to go.
Blue, as a primary color,
5
is powerful.
seconds.
And, green's a mix,
but
man.
but you could say that it
Radiant
combines
team
2
ban.
primary colors, so you have like double the power. I don't know.
That's just not how it works, man.
Can't prove
Primary
that.
colors, it's the base. It's a power
Dyer's
bottom.
ban.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's a base like an atom, but you don't see atoms like owning people unless they get split.
So you do see Adams owning people. Thank you for winning the argument for me.
You know what?
Wrecked.
Radiance ban.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay quiet the rest of the cast.
There you go. Owned. So, the Dirt Cow, Earthshaker, getting banned out by Trial and Error.
Green team did blend 2 blue heroes though.
So,
Just want to say that they know
10
it's coming.
seconds
they
to
understand. They're with it. But
5
Trial and Error don't seem
seconds.
to have caught on. Oh, they do. They banned the green hero. So they
Go.
realized
Radiance pick.
in the second ban. So, and
They're just
they steal the
Dyer's
green
pick.
pick.
yeah.
They steal it.
Will we see a steal back? That's my question here.
Will they go for the blue and or purple? Who's a good blue or purple hero for them?
Message.
Visage. I don't know if they play Visage. Not many
Not
do.
sure, but he's a blue hero and he can be good if played
10
well.
seconds to go.
Yeah, but who actually plays that dumb hero, right?
5
Yeah, I don't know.
seconds.
Just losers, I think.
Yeah.
People just like to steal kills.
He is the
Reserve
best kill
time.
stealer in the game, for sure. And I definitely don't play it. Shut up. But
I'm trying to think of what's another good blue hero that they can. Ancient Apparition?
that would,
Good.
I'd like to see that. That would make
Yeah.
for a real strong tri lane, with really any combination. And nice push. Gives
Jakiro could also be kind of blue. He's got one blue head.
he's blue
Like
and
half
red.
blue.
Fire and ice. I don't know. It kind of work.
You don't see AA much these days. We don't really play him either.
Mm-hmm. Just he kind of. I wouldn't say he got. Didn't really get any significant nerfs. He just kind of fell off a little bit. Fell out of favor. And
Oh
the
my
AA
gosh!
does come out.
Wow, called it. I didn't call it. Somebody else called it.
That would be me.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And he's not much blue as he is white, but he's pretty blue.
He's
pretty
blue
blue.
enough.
And now that I think about it, with the popularity of Necro, AA should be having a rise here.
He's a great
'Cause
counter pick to Necro.
He really does shit on everything Necro does.
Yeah, Necro's all about the heal and
10
HP regen.
seconds to go.
So. Plus, it
5
shuts down
seconds.
in this game. Shuts down the Witch Doctor heal. It really gets
Reserve
rid of some
time.
of that effective HP of the Viper, which is nice. Since that hero gets so freaking tanky, as his ulti pretty much more or less makes all heroes have 10% less HP while it's active. And that Aghanim's
Plus,
does a lot of damage.
yeah, I agree with that, and I might be an opening up for an aggro try because I think that's, or at least a tri lane for sure,
Mhm.
because A is definitely as strong as in a tri lane. You just drop the cold hands on people and you click a lot.
Mm-hmm. The Frosty Fingers gives so much damage. I want to say it's like, if you drop it on like 3 people total, it's like 600 damage, something like that. Might be a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
A with other ranged, like another ranged support, a ranged carry, and it's real strong.
Yeah, just drop a stun and the person just drops. And
Dyer's
Timbersaw picked up by trial and error, saying screw blue, screw green, we going crazy.
Dude, Timbersaw, the actual goblin pilot, is purple. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's pink.
Purple. He's like the same color as Witch Doctor, kind of.
No. You need to get your eyes checked, man.
I don't need to do nothing. My eyes are
10
fine.
seconds
Timbersaw
to go.
seems like a weird pick because
5
the silence
seconds.
works against him from Death Prophet a lot. His reactive armor is taken away by
Reserve
AA
time.
sometimes. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a different pick. It's not necessarily a bad pick, but
He-
some things working against them.
He for sure will shred that ancient apparition. And
Absolutely.
Very effective. One of the few melee strength heroes that, or one of the few melee heroes that can lane against Tidehunter, as they both just have a nice small AoE nuke that they can use. That's pretty spammable.
And they're both really tanky.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds
So
to go.
Tide, and Tide, especially since he's a strength
5
hero, his
seconds.
stats get reduced by Whirling Death,
Radiant team.
making
ban.
Timbersaw's nuke hurt even more. And Wraith King picked up, so we'll see if that is being run as a core or roaming support. Which Extinction.Reborn, as we saw last game, do love their roam.
10 seconds to go.
So now we
5
have.
I don't know. I would have liked to see a ranged core with AA, but it's not terrible.
It's a stun.
Reserve
It's a reliable
time.
stun.
Mhm.
You could also be a support, so.
Which at this point, Extinction.Reborn were somewhat lacking. The only real stun they had was Ravage, so
Dyer's
you don't want to use
ban.
that every time you go for a small gank or anything like that.
Hey, what
He
about
is
Gold
green
Feet?
though. He's totally green.
Mm-hmm. He's got the green strat going on, so kudos to them. Keeping it real.
Exactly. I
10
might just give him the edge
seconds
in
to
this game.
go.
Mm-hmm.
5
So,
seconds.
if we're going along with the green strat, who would you guys pick for the last green hero?
Reserve time.
I don't think it's a good pick, but you could go Windrunner. Or Wind Ranger, excuse me. Proper term.
Radiance pick.
Best hero in the game currently.
She's, I think, pretty terrible as a support.
My favorite green hero probably be Pugna. I think he's Philly troll.
I'd actually... a carry Pugna here would actually be pretty awesome for Extinction
10
Reborn.
seconds
Their
to
push
go.
would be absolutely disgusting. He's very
5
good against the
seconds.
Timbersaw, as
Yeah, you know-
Timbersaw is just constantly hurting himself, throwing spells out all the time.
Reserve time.
Has Decrep to stop the physical damage coming out from the Viper, and the Witch Doctor ult. That'd be a sweet
Dude.
pick.
It's all about the Medusa, in my opinion. That would work really well with their team. Like the DP.
They do need a carry.
Medusa,
I
and
think
she's a
both
range
teams.
carry. Tanky, I don't know. I personally, that would be my pick.
And
If we're
Phantom
going with the green
Assassin
strat.
Dyer's pick.
for trial and error. So, pretty standard lanes, it looks like, for trial and error.
I'll be real curious to see what their last pick is.
It's gonna be Medusa. Watch.
I don't know. How do you feel about support Wraith King? Not personally a fan.
I like it a lot, actually.
Feels
It-
like
10 seconds to
Marana. Good pick.
Mm-hmm. Really good,
I agree.
really good roam, and I believe Army Strong played their mid invoker last game, so that's a core Marana and a support Wraith King.
It's a good try lane, I think. Lots of stuns.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see if they try to run that aggressive, perhaps, or if they just try to farm the Marana up. But I'm personally not the biggest fan of core Marana. But we'll hold off on that as we introduce the teams.
I'd
On
get
the
ready if
Radiant,
I
we
were you.
have stand-in Zypher on the Witch Doctor, Angel's Wrath on the Timbersaw, Viper is your Boomer, Mormon on the Vengeful Spirit, and rocking that sweet Arcana, Prohibit on the PA.
Alright, I guess we'll just go left to right for Extinction Reborn. Starting off with the support Icicle Man, aka AA. Wow, that's a lot of letters. We have Ian. Then on the mid Death Prophet, we have Mac. On the core Marana, we have Army Strong. On the Tide Hunter, we have Alley Cat.
Battle
And
will
last but not
commence
least, on
in
the Wraith
30
King, we
seconds.
have Salampak.
Alright, and
Early
very
action, here
aggressive
we go.
smoke coming out, but oh, that stun. Slowing him
Oh,
down.
the arrow.
Oh, arrow doesn't quite land. Oh, that stun was very nice, as everyone was stuck behind the Wraith King, so that 5-man smoke didn't really get them anything. So we do see
Extinction.Reborn are quite an aggressive team.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
go ham. So, do you think Viper aggro try against the Marana Wraith King AA?
I don't know. I think the Dire actually have an advantage
Yeah, I would
personally.
kind of give it to them.
Aggro try has
Good.
gone the other way.
The Icy Hands do so much damage early.
Mhm.
They can get like a few kills. Although I have one complaint that I need to voice right off the bat. Army Strong, no hats.
Not one. Oh, nice stuns coming out, and Army Strong no leap. Oh, he'll just make it away. Nice stun coming up from the Wraith King. Frosty Fingers put on the Marana, and arrow lands on the Witch Doctor. Let's see if they can finish him off. No stun for the Wraith King though, as he already wasted his first one.
Oh,
But
the Venge is gonna
Venge
fall.
will just get clicked down by the Frosty Fingers. Oh, some poor
Arrows back
RNG
up.
on that. Arrows back up. Oh, we'll go a bit south of the Viper. So, pretty action-packed start. Oh, wait, Wraith King pretty low. Cuts through the trees, but Venge is all by himself.
Very
The tax prediction was right. Destroy lane.
Frosty Fingers, man. But AA.
That cask bounce was so unfortunate.
Yeah. AA, he's a fragile little popsicle.
Yes.
Went off a dire creep right back at him.
Wraith King looking to tunnel through the trees, possibly.
Oh, this. I don't actually see him.
Oh.
It's like Zephyr was gonna block the pull camp, but I'm not. I wouldn't expect too many pulls happening. In a try versus try. Oh, he comes out of the trees.
Oh, he walks
He's
into
not
the
stunning
Witch
them.
Doctor. He throws it, sets up the arrow, throws it, and that's a dead Witch Doctor.
Great setup.
Where's the popsicle?
Mr. Frosty Fingers going mid, and us. No, just thought more exciting things
This
were happening.
bench is just fighting the Mirana, and she's gonna lose. She gets hit by an arrow.
What? Oh, Cask is gonna bounce to the neutral.
Oh,
but
those
doesn't bounce back.
centaurs. Damn.
That was a
And
very
Haste today,
ballsy play
running
by
in.
the bench.
Nothing gonna happen.
Denied.
Oh, mid actually going surprisingly well for the PA, gotta say. Leading CS, or even with a Death Prophet, who I think should be taking a little bit of a lead just with Crypt Swarm spam, being able to harass
Yeah,
him
she
down.
just picked up her bottle. Things are going well.
Hey, PA trying to play real aggressive there.
Yeah, and the Tide versus the Timbersaw lane is going actually a decent way in the favor of Timbersaw. He's
Whirling Death,
out
man.
CSing. Yeah, it hurts.
And I think very smart. The Timbersaw picks up a magic
Oh,
stick.
hold up,
this
action top.
Cask.
Oh, Frosty Fingers gets
Oh,
off
he's
from
gonna-
the AA. He does fall,
gonna be
but
frozen.
they are going to get the Viper in return. So a very good trade coming out for them. As the Venge was nowhere to be found, trying to roam on mid a little bit, taking Viper's Ring of Protection for some reason.
Yeah, I will say though that was a really nice cast by the Witch Doctor. The not the Venge, the AA and Mirana were next to each other, and there was only one other creep there. So that cask bounce is what got the AA killed for sure.
I do want to note, Timbersaw is just completely harassed the Tidehunter out of lane.
It's a hard lane for the Tidehunter.
Oh, Wraith King. A little bit of harass coming out, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to go on him. Frosty Fingers
they
gets... Oh, nope. No Frosty Fingers yet, and he just gets blown up.
Oh, they just got surrounded. Wow. The Witch Doctor came in from the top and just that cask. No creeps nearby. Just a level 2
Radiant's top
cask. So
tower is
it's got
being
4
attacked.
bounces. Lots of stun.
So
Yeah, back to bottom lane. The Timbersaw, yeah, it's a tough lane for Tide,
Radiant's
and
top tower is under siege.
maxing Whirling Death is pretty good too. What you have to remember with Timbersaw is, if he hits a tree along with you on his Q, it does pure damage. So,
Mhm. And he picks up level 6, so this is going to be a real tough lane for the Tide, as Timbersaw has like a 2-level advantage, and he's just going to keep him out of lane with the Chakram. It does too much damage. He might be able to kill him right here.
yeah, I would definitely go for that. That was, yep.
So he's just going to walk away from it. The
Yeah, I
Timbersaw
think
doing
he's-
work, shutting down this
This
Tide.
Death Prophet should rotate.
He's got a salve.
Ah,
He's
there's
got a salve up.
poor communication there. She could have picked that up.
Mhm. And a smoke gank looking to be had on mid. See if the Death Prophet knows it's coming, positioning very carefully. Maybe they can go for the courier snipe as it comes over, but they go for it. Drop 1 stun, 2 stun, and they go for the dive. And Witch Doctor almost falling. He gets gushed, but it's not quite enough. Tide
Gonna
gonna
dive
go
that?
for the dive. He's
He's
going
in-
pretty freaking ham, but he just backs off. So
Yeah, he
Ironically enough, had he had that second point of gush like last game, he probably would have gotten that.
yeah,
well that was team or trial and error playing on the Tide last time.
Was it? Okay.
no,
Never mind.
no, Extinction.Reborn had the Tide.
Sure.
Yeah, positive.
Okay.
Trial and
Uh,
errors cores were Drow.
Just
Oh yeah.
Viper?
Oh,
Viper's
Viper.
going down the arrow, hits.
Oh, nice arrow comes out, but
Oh,
very nice
cast.
cast. Slows down the kill.
I feel like
Oh.
Viper was either disconnecting or looking elsewhere, because he should have seen
This
that Tide
creep.
coming.
Did not deserve that. What did he ever do?
Dude, Wraith King decides to punish him for his insolence.
Apparently. Oh, the arrow gets dodged.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
So, pretty exciting waiting
Radiant
phase coming up,
structures
but
have been fortified.
Tidehunter seems to have just completely abandoned his lane, just left and decided to go roam.
Just tried to.
Yeah, roaming is
Ancients-
not what you want to do with Tide. You want to be stacking.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be stacking the ancients to try
Yeah.
to catch up from this.
Not one
Deficit.
stack yet.
Tide does really nothing in a roam, and he can farm jungle very, very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Not even 6 yet, so. I
Oh,
mean, he can roam with
Venge
the
walks
EXtinction,
right
but-
into the Wraith King, and she's doing a lot of damage to him. He's close to dying here. He's gonna throw out a stun and just try to back off, and we'll see if Mac can pick up the kill on him. But the PA jumps in and crits
Wow.
him down, shows him who's boss.
Dire's bottom tower
Shows
is
him the
being
power of the
attacked.
Arcana.
I love the way both these teams play. It's entertaining as shit.
Yeah, let's go ham. So, almost 2 kills a minute.
I believe in Army Strong.
You almost.
Mirana can carry. She gets enough farm.
What's the net worth looking like? He's a little bit behind the Death Prophet, and both of which behind the PA and the Timbersaw. So
What do you
Timbersaw-
pick up on Murata from here? Like an Aquila drums?
Oh, just skimmed it.
I think he's got to go a space creating build, because he needs to fight.
Doesn't need to
Like-
fight,
like
but he also needs to
Aquila
farm.
Yasha? Something like that. I just love Aquila on every ranged.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have a
I
gank
like
coming out on
agility.
the Death Prophet mid. Maledict ticking him down. PA wants to go for it, but Tide TP's in. Gets him to back off, and Death Prophet's fine. So, Smoke on the Dire supports. We'll see if they can possibly get anything. Wraith King trying to find that initiation. Seeing if the PA... Oh, Tide goes in for the Ravage. Is able to connect on the PA. The stun comes out, and that's a dead PA.
Definitely worth the Ravage to take off that PA.
Yeah, she's had yet to die and was getting off to a great
Radiant's
start,
middle
but
tower
the
is
Venge
under
getting caught out of position, gets scouted by
Wow.
gets scouted by the AA
Is this part
Ice
of an
Vortex.
elaborate trap you're going to spring on the
Two
major?
very crucial
Because
kills
it
for them to
looks
pick
like
up
they're
there,
really
especially the
falling for
PA.
it.
Yeah,
They're right back in this game.
and Exorcism's up right now. We'll see if they want to go for a push. He has Exorcism and Witchcraft maxed, but Timbersaw shows up, puts an end to that.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
counter push is gonna offer a lot.
And Timbersaw, I'm looking to see him do a lot of work this game. He's gonna get a fast Bloodstone. It's 9 minutes in, and he's got his Arcane boost. He's got a Soul Ring. Halfway to finishing his Soul Booster.
Yeah. I
AA
think
coming
this
down to help
Mirana-
Tide here.
Personally, what I would do on this Mirana is probably get either a Yasha or a Maelstrom to help you farm and do some little bit extra damage and whatnot, and then just go
Dire's middle tower
MKB.
is under
Because you
siege.
don't really
Dire
I don't
has
think you need to
fortified
build the
its
BKB,
structures.
or at least not too
Oh.
early, because you have
Death Prophet
Dire's
pops
middle tower is being
Exorcism
attacked.
as a PA jumps on him, and he has to use it just to try to live.
That's unfortunate. It's such a long cooldown now. You really want to use it near towers, even if it's a fight. If you're near a tower,
And that's his
Push.
very first one. Oh, Viper Strike comes out on Mirana, but Viper just falls. But will he take down the Mirana? He will not. So
she's fine.
yeah, I
Dire's
think
middle tower is
if he
under
had
attack.
Corrosive Skin there, I think he might have been able to get the Mirana kill. He would have lived a little bit longer.
Radiant's top
The
tower is under attack.
Starstorm wouldn't have done quite as much damage if he had maxed that instead of the poison attack, which
Radiant's
it does
top
do a little bit
tower is
more
under
damage, but
siege.
still.
Dire's middle
And
tower
we
I didn't
have-
notice,
is
but
being
did
attacked.
the Starstorm hit twice on him?
Yeah, it did. She was standing directly
Okay,
next to him.
then yeah, that's a max level Starstorm. That does a
Dire's
lot of
middle
damage.
tower
That
has
hurts.
fallen.
And the first tower to fall will go to the Phantom Assassin and not the Death Prophet.
is that the Mirana build you go, Patak? Starstorm?
Well, I've usually played Mirana offlane, and but in a core, I think Starstorm definitely, because in offlane and support, I think I prioritize Arrow because I usually have enough mana only for a singular spell, and that's usually
Dire's
Arrow.
bottom tower is
But
under
Hold up,
in
we
the
got some
core-
action here,
Yeah.
bot lane.
Bottom lane, Witch Doctor's about to fall.
The Duck Daddies!
It's getting
Radiant's
super
middle
aggressive.
tower is
They're
being
really far
attacked.
behind the tower.
Way too far.
So
Yeah, I think
they don't have an
this round
Undying
needs to
this
get
game. You can't go ham like
much-
that.
Yeah, definitely not. I agree. And wait, how did the Witch Doctor actually die? I wasn't paying attention.
He was
that lane.
behind the bottom T1 over there, and just kind of got caught
Dire's
up by a
bottom
Moonlight
tower
Shadow.
is under
A couple of
siege.
stuns.
Okay.
Oh, Tide getting gone on by
His
the
Tide is in
Timbersaw.
trouble.
He is
He's done.
pretty dead.
Killing
Yeah, he drops.
Dire's bottom
Ael
tower
will
is
land
being
His
on the
Timbersaw play, really good.
Your Timbersaw doing a
Dire's
lot of
bottom
work.
tower has fallen.
See, Tide, he should be in the jungle at this point. He actually has the space to be there and stack and farm and get his blink.
I'd like to see him just stacking and farming the Ancients. It frees up the jungle for the Mirana or the Death Prophet to farm with their nukes. Well, our first push
Dire's
attempted
bottom
by
tower is
Extinction
under
Reborn. Death Prophet pops the Exorcism, but the creep wave gets killed.
Dire's bottom tower
It's,
I just now remember we can zoom out further.
Mhm.
Pretty useful.
Oh, look at it go!
Anyway, yeah, this
Radiant
tower should be
has
going down,
fortified its
regardless
structures.
of the fortify.
Wraith King positioning pretty aggressively. Arrow will miss. So, easy tower.
Radiant's top
Just
tower
as the
has
exorcism
fallen.
ends, but we see Venge and the PA positioned very aggressively. Sitting in the jungle,
They
perhaps looking for it, but PA might be walking into some trouble. They look like they
I think
wanna
as
go.
long as
This
the Timbersaw is
exorcism's
there,
down.
this Timbersaw is huge, and he
Well, this could be
can
bad
melt.
for Extinction Reborn.
Yeah, he-
Timbersaw walks straight into the two of them. They don't have a stun to slow him down, and Max already at half HP on the Death Prophet. But Tide
Death
Hunter
Prophet's pretty
TP's
fast, though.
in.
Radiant's
And,
bottom tower is under siege.
Both teams just walk away. Side is not worth it.
Yeah, the TP is very fast. It's with drums and phase
Radiant's
boots.
bottom
And
tower
Timbersaw-
is
Maxed
under
out
attack.
Witchcraft.
Let's take a look. He has an 14-minute Bloodstone.
That's pretty crazy.
Radiant's
He
bottom
is
tower is
pretty
under
freaking
siege.
farmed with almost 30 CS over the next highest hero, as well
Dire's
as 3
top
kills to
tower
his
is under
names
siege.
and no deaths.
And about
Dire's
2k net
structures have
worth
been
over
fortified.
Death Prophet, which is in 3rd place.
The Wraith King with the super aggressive TP, stun on the Witch Doctor, and looks like they're gonna try to blow him up instantly, and he will fall.
Spree!
Ravage
Oh,
comes
Ravage
out,
goes off.
blows up Boomer on the Viper. Wraith King ult gets popped. Prohibit tries to TP away, but he falls, and Timbersaw just going ham. But he's fighting 4v1, and he will take somebody with him.
Kill!
This Timbersaw doing a lot of work. Already responds.
great fight for Dire though.
Yeah, definitely. I like the fact that they didn't kill Timbersaw right away, and they just focused all the other heroes down, because that Bloodstone heal is really irritating.
Mhm.
But he did do a lot of damage, but Dire still came out ahead on that fight,
Mhm.
and they did need that because they were a little bit behind, but Goldcraft is swinging down. It's about even. It's getting close to even. They're about
Dire's bottom
Trial and
tower
Error
is
is about
under
1,000
siege.
gold ahead, but it's not anything really.
Mhm. Playing good damage control, getting a nice fight there, as
Dire's bottom
using their
tower is
ultimates
under
well
attack.
to team
So
fight.
that's something that's
So
happening.
I do think I'd like to see Trial and Error trying to force fights now, as
Dire's top
Ravage
tower
is down,
being
Wraith King ult's
attacked.
down, and the only ulti they have is Exorcism, and you really want to use that for killing towers.
Yeah.
But A ult will slow down the push on the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, aggressive TP coming up from the Mirana, she'll leap to safety. But they look to try to
Shit.
dive this.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is
it's
A
under
couple of
siege.
TPs coming in. Getting a little bit over
Witch
aggressive. This Witch
Doctor.
Doctor is
Dire's
going to be
top tower
real
has
dead.
fallen.
Oh! The Death Prophet just gets blown up. And Witch Doctor did fall in exchange, but very good trade for trial and error.
Yeah, there's a time to give a tower up, and that was it. You can't take after you
Oh,
win a
nice
big
swap.
fight with Ravage.
Oh, and Tide just gets massacred by the PA. Insta-critted.
Yeah, this is going real bad for Extinction real fast.
This Timbersaw going ham, missing his spells a little bit, but he will finish off the Tide.
Radiant's bottom
Up to
tower
12
is
bottle
being
charges,
attacked.
or
Dire's
bloodstone
structures
charges.
have been fortified.
And Viper about to finish his mech. Or
Dire's top
With
tower
Ravage
is
down,
being
you just let
attacked.
that tower go. You fight another day. No, they've really put themselves down further.
yeah, and Death Prophet got bursted immediately
Dire's top
after she
tower
popped
is under
Exorcism, so
attack.
that ulti completely gone to waste. They don't have it for the next fight if they want to try to defend this T2.
Dire's top
Oh.
tower is
Yeah, it looks like
under
they're just gonna
siege.
back off from it.
Mm-hmm.
Side that they got what they came for. They got the top tower. They got good kills.
Yeah, they got their they took their fight while Ravage was down. Exorcism cooldown. Create some space for them to farm up. Delay the next
So it
push.
looks like this Mirana's going for BKB first. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because usually, personally, when I play Mirana, I like to try to hang back and try to avoid being on the front lines, and just like, I mean, even Extinction Reborn has an excellent team for that, because you have the Wraith King that can eat up a lot of damage and to respawn. You have the Tide that's really tanky. You have the ult down. I'm not sure.
And
I think I would have liked
Yeah,
to
their
see, like,
team
a
needs
Maelstrom.
damage, but at the same time, Timbersaw is gonna eat her alive. So it's like a catch-22.
Yeah, but you have leap for that. You use a defense. I would use it
Dire's bottom
defensively to
tower
try
is
to
under
get away
siege.
from the Timbersaw. Personally, I don't know.
Mhm.
I would like to see like a Maelstrom.
but we do see our Tide finally picking up his Blink Dagger. So we'll see if they can transition this into a nice fight, as a fight does seem to be coming for them.
Ravage sub 2.
Oh, 5-man smoke. They're about to walk into them, maybe. Do they see him? Oh,
they
this
know they're
Venge is
there?
going to be in a lot of
Oh, Blink
trouble.
Ravage could be huge here.
They
Dire's
stun the
bottom
Venge. They're going to
tower
try
is
to burst
being
her
attacked.
before anything else can happen. Cask
Cask
doesn't
goes
bounce, and a
down.
beautiful 4-man Ravage comes out.
Dire's bottom
Blow up
tower is under
the
siege.
Witch Doctor immediately. PA to follow. AA ult will miss, but they chase the Viper. Viper accepts his fate, tries to take somebody with him, and Timbersaw runs away. So a triple color
great
coming out
Ravage.
for the Death Prophet. Much needed farm on her.
Yeah, that dropped the PA down to 3rd in net worth, and PP is now 2nd.
Oh man,
Radiant's bottom tower
Timber
is being
just
attacked.
snipes Wraith King,
Radiant
walks
has
away.
fortified its structures.
Gets the ulti, and that's a 300-second cooldown, or 260,
Radiant's
excuse me.
bottom tower is under siege.
So that's down for a very long time.
Ags picked up on Timber. He is having a great game.
Radiant's
He is
bottom
huge.
tower has
He
fallen.
does so much damage right now. And you can see he knows he's is strong.
Radiant's
There's
top
5
tower
heroes
is
around, and
being
he's just,
attacked.
hanging around, killing trees.
That's what he does, man. There
Dire's
there
middle
are
tower is under
trees
attack.
everywhere.
The only thing holding him back right now are the stuns. So I hope to see him pick up a BKB, and then he will be
Dire's middle tower
a
is
wrecking
under
true.
siege.
True. I meant to say true. It was train and crew in the same word.
Oh, the Viper. Wow. Surprised that actually hit.
Vipers.
Radiant's top
They're
tower
going
is
on
But
it.
I don't think Extinction can fight this.
Killing
Yeah, they just
spree.
get massacred right there.
That was-
Radiant's
Marana
top
stuck in
Yeah,
the
that was-
trees.
tower
AA
is under
getting
attack.
dived by the PA will drop his stun, but just gets torn apart by the Timbersaw. And
Dire's
Marana
middle
just
tower
hanging
is
out.
under
But
attack.
they really need to be
Do they
avoiding
know
these
she's
fights when
there?
they don't have their Ravage,
Yeah.
or they don't have their Exorcism.
Trial and error.
Dire's
Very,
middle tower
very
is
aware of
being
the fact that
attacked.
they're so much stronger without Ravage up,
Mhm.
and taking another fight
Dire's
and another
middle
tower.
tower has been
Yeah.
destroyed.
Marana's probably terrified.
Like, please don't cut down my trees, Timbersaw, please.
Yeah, because if he just accidentally throws a Chakram or Whirling Death through there,
Mm-hmm.
you're in world of hurt.
So, Roshan
Marana
attempt
definitely
coming
needs to
out,
get-
and Ravage is cooling down in 10 seconds. Can they find it up? They suspect it. They're heading that way.
Hey, blast coming.
AA
Oh,
scouts
man,
it
this
out.
could be really
Oh,
It hits on all of
goodness.
them. Can Tide get there in
Ravage
time?
is up.
Here we
Oh, a
go.
nice
Ravage.
5-man Ravage kills 2 immediately. Oh, but he will get cleaned up as he just gets bursted. Viper
Viper
getting ignored for the
drop.
time being, getting a little bit of damage off.
Yay.
PA will fall, and Timbersaw once again gets away. But this is an easy Roshan.
Wow, what a swing right there.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
So, Trial and Error getting a little bit greedy, saying, oh, let's just pick up a little bit extra off that last fight.
Yeah, it's crazy that, you know, we play games like this sometimes. Each team just makes mistakes back and forth.
Dire's bottom tower is under
It's,
attack.
you see Extinction Reborn, they'll say, oh, we just won that last fight, we're pretty strong, we can take it, but they don't have their ultis, and same thing with Trial and Error, they get off of a nice push and they say, oh, we might have a little bit of time till Ravage is up, but go for the Roshan and they just get massacred by the Ravage.
Yeah, that was a close thing too, because I mean, if they took the Roshan a little bit faster, that the Ravage might have been too late.
Mhm.
But the AA blast on top of the Ravage is just an insane combo.
The
What do you think
damage
this
just
PA
too much.
is building? It has 2,700 gold.
I think he's going
Yeah.
for a Sacred Relic into a Basher or something like that, maybe?
Don't you think BKB? I
think
don't know.
he should go for BKB, which he is going
There we
now.
go.
He is.
Yeah, just got it. Yep. Well,
But-
part of it.
I think this Mirana is probably gonna go MKB. She's saving up some gold, and I'm okay with that because I mean
Yeah.
they need damage and PAs.
Oh, Ale
chance of
misses.
winning.
This is a good chance for Trial and Error to
Absolutely. Yeah. They know Ravage is down. They've been winning fights without it.
So we'll see if
Dire's top tower is
Extinction
being
Reborn
attacked.
can stall for another 30 seconds till their ultimates are off cooldown. It's really hard to push into a Death Prophet. Crypt Storm's just so spammable. So they'll delay the push a little while, but
Mirana's also not there
Dire's middle tower is under
at
siege.
the moment, so this is their time to do some damage to the tower.
yeah, Trial
Once she
or
pushes
Rana
out.
heading back over with her Aegis. And Trial and Error seem to be a little bit wary of
Radiant's
this.
bottom tower is being
Looks
attacked.
like
Ravage
they've
is
been looking at the clock, see that Ravage is now up, but they don't quite back yet. Oh, this could be a big fight. Moonlight Shadow comes out for the Radiant.
There's a sentry right here though.
Oh, the
Let's see
sentry,
it.
but 4-man Ravage comes out.
Ravage.
Witch Doctor annihilated, and they go immediately for the Timbersaw.
Great arrow on
He just
Timber.
gets destroyed
But he's
by the
immediately
Exorcism
back up.
Spirits.
He's
Yep.
Oh,
Instant
Viper
respawn
gets
from
caught.
Timber. And he has boots of travel.
And
Sure.
Viper will
Killing
drop
spree,
Timbersaw as he
double
TP's the
kill.
top lane. So,
yeah.
Yeah, these Ravages are on point.
Tyler
And
hitting,
keeping them in the game.
Yeah, hitting 3-4 heroes at the very least every time. And their team fight is just disgusting.
Dire's
I
top
forgot
tower
Mirana
is
had
under
Aegis
attack.
actually. They should really
This is
press the
heart
issue here.
radiant
But
structures
Timbersaw doing a
have
little bit
been
of split push.
fortified.
They need to
Dire
get
has fortified
tier 1 mid at
structures.
least.
They need to get some
Dire's
map
top
control.
tower is under siege.
But Viper's about to be up. They gotta be careful. They don't want to get
Oh,
too
they
aggressive.
need to take that mid tower
Oh.
instead of all chasing after Timber.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Dire's top
So
tower
they
is
lost the
under
tier
attack.
2 top, and they didn't get the tier 1 mid. They really should have just let that go.
I do think
They
it
need
was
some.
I do think it was a good choice to back up though, since everyone on the Radiant side was up, and they don't have Rabbits, they don't have Exorcism, they're not ready to fight.
Yeah, but how many fights are you gonna win without taking an objective?
I
I mean,
turtle
you
it
just
out,
need to
bring
turtle
it
it.
to late game. I mean, they have that your Wraith King can scale into a 4th core, given the time.
Yeah, a lot of time.
hmm
PA is gonna outcarry them.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, she's pretty poor. Not poor, but she's not as
behind
fast as
the Mirana
Timbersaw.
and- She's behind the Mirana and the DP right now. So
I think
Like, I
Radiant's
haven't
bottom tower
seen
is
that
under
much.
siege.
I mean, she does do occasionally. She just blows up one person, but Timbersaw is definitely more of a concern at the moment.
And this PA, she is still yet to finish up a BKB. She is far away from a damage item.
Yeah. 2,800 gold on Marana. What are you building? Attack?
Well,
MKB,
MKB. Yeah, for sure.
for sure. Because you need some damage, and it gives you can't miss with it. So good for the PA. So even if the PA starts getting damage items,
I will say
So I'm
this
assuming-
Viper is pretty poor considering his team has 5 towers taken. He only has a mech. And he
Yeah, one
really
of the
needs a
problems you
BKB.
run into with a strong Timbersaw is he farms the
Dyer's
entire
bottom
map away
tower
from you.
is being attacked.
So, and it looks like he will also be going for a BKB. So I think once those BKBs come out, they might actually be able to fight through the Ravages.
Yeah, BKB on Timber is going to be huge.
Mhm.
Probably would have gone that before bots.
Yeah. The axe is good, because you do a ridiculous amount of damage with it, but BKB, if you got that BKB a little bit earlier, might have been able to fight through a Ravage or two. Which admittedly you do a little bit less damage, but the fights last longer. So you have more time.
yeah. And so I mean, the fact that he's getting BKB now is actually really good for him too, because Extinction has had some BKBs, but they're gonna start cooling down, and Timbersaw's gonna have a fresh 10-second BKB.
Mhm.
So he's gonna be able to just wreak havoc during that time.
Yeah. AA about halfway to his Aghanim Scepter. Marana getting pretty close to that MKB. About 2/3 of the way there.
Fortunately, A is so underleveled, and he should be at 11 by now.
Ideally, you'd have him at 11. He's the lowest level in the game, behind the Witch Doctor.
After such a strong early game, I was hoping he would have a bigger impact.
Yeah, for sure. And
I think if he just stacked the ancients for Tide, and then just went down with them when he did it, and just shared the experience, that would have been a huge boost to both the Tide and the AA.
Mm-hmm. And even when the Tide is farming the ancient stack, he can sit under tower, get the experience there. Maybe have if he was stacking jungle camps, and just the normal jungle, DP can just go farm those with Crypt Swarm, and he can sit and soak XP mid. So
Yeah.
just little things that make your life a lot better as a support.
It looks like both teams just kind of farming, or maybe probably waiting for the next Roshan to spawn.
Yeah, trial and error, realizing that it's very hard for them to take a fight until they get their BKBs up. So probably waiting on that for Timbersaw and the Vipers. Actually, Viper decides not to go for BKB, and he tries for his Ags, which I think is really not the best choice. He's 2, 7, and 8 right now. I really haven't felt much impact from him in the fights. Just Ravage, or any fight that they have Ravage, he just gets blown up.
Or would you go on him
BKB
this far behind?
on Viper? BKB.
Yeah.
You just need BKB
BKB.
against Ravage. It's one of the strengths of Tide. And AAL used to scout Roshan when the arrow was already in there. It's a small misplay. I do
The
like
trial and error really sitting back here.
Mhm.
They're afraid of the team fight now.
Yep, I would guess that they're gonna start ramping up the aggressions as they have 2 10-second BKBs ready to go.
That has to be a long respawn.
Did it?
I didn't time it, but
This is one of the longer ones.
still got another minute to go.
Mhm.
I mean, I think they're just waiting. Like, they have their BKBs, and I think they're just waiting for Roshan to spawn, honestly, and then they're gonna go.
They have the
Which is
Alpha
pretty
Wolf
smart.
scouting it out. But Extinction.Reborn has some pretty disgusting pit fight with AA Blast and Ravage. Last time, he caught a beautiful 5-man Ravage that just destroyed Trial and Error.
Yeah, I think what Trial and Error should do is probably smoke up, try to get a pick off, then, or maybe even just push down the T2. Like, they've been throwing themselves at the racks, which I'm not sure mean, they could just get an easier tier 2, which is very low to begin with. That and then that also robs the Dire from having a response to Roshan. So it's just altogether. I don't know. I think they should probably go for that. Either try to go for the tier 2 or get a pick off.
Mhm.
Try to get Roshan.
Which,
I'm surprised Extinction Reborn is not dewarding the ward around Roshan right here.
yeah, they have vision
They
of it.
see it.
It is pinging in the pip, saying to check, and they're gonna see the Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, Marana has MKB money if she wants to pick that up or save for buyback. Can look at it either way.
Definitely need buyback.
Yeah, buyback's pretty important at this stage of the game.
Oh, she's going for it. Wow.
Yeah, I would have picked it up personally.
Oh, Roshan is up. Trial and
Kills the
error,
Alpha
no. We'll
Wolf.
see if they try to zerg into the pit. But Tidehunter's already there. He's ready
They're
and ready to
waiting.
go.
There's a man looking to ravage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like Extinction Reborn's actually grouping up. Maybe Smoke King?
Oh, no, this
Yeah, they have
Timbersaw's
smoke on the
just
Wraith King.
farming top lane right now.
Yeah, but what's Tide's level? He's been level 14 for the past couple minutes. He should have tried to pick up 16 in the jungle.
Once again, just not a single hero on Extinction Reborn farming the Ancients. Which is a very nice source of income for you. So, Extinction Reborn now know that that Roshan is up, and Roshan fighting it out with the Centaur Conqueror.
This
Centaur
Vengeance
Conqueror
might be dead.
pushes out. Oh,
Oh my
They
god,
see
she's
him.
narrowly.
arrow gonna miss, but Wraith King initiates. So Ben
Dominating.
has no buyback. This is
Stormy.
your chance. You go for the Roche
Yeah.
here.
Just like Patek said, get the pig off, get the rush.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, they have the pit fight, so they can easily do it. They only need a few people in there. Just maybe have the Wraith King tank and have the Marana in there for damage.
Yeah.
I think AA should stay top, farm, get his level 11. I'm not sure why he's so scared.
Yeah, he can just sit there, farm it, throw his ulti in, and once his ulti lands, just TP over. And they are going to pop the Exorcism, get the fast Roshan kill. But it looks like Timbersaw man-moding right into the middle of it. He gets silenced. Moonlight Shadow, and they think better of it, and they're not going to be there in time. This Roche is going to fall.
Roshan
Given to the
has
Marana.
been killed by the Dire.
Exorcism's still up. For a little while longer. Nah. And they back off.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Get some much needed level and farm on the AA, and get their Roshan nice and easy.
Timbersaw just going after the Tide. I don't know. Can't actually get him. So
Yeah.
I think Extinction Reborn just needs to just keep on just hanging out, farming up.
Marana just trolled AA. He would have been level 11.
Uh-huh. I gotta say, I think I give the late game to Extinction Reborn, personally. You have a Timbersaw who his damage output, once he hits 16, picks up an Ags, that is the most damage he's going to do, unless he picks up like a Shiva's Guard. He's hit that point. He's starting to plateau. He can get tankier, but he doesn't do more damage. This PA, I don't think she has enough to outcarry Death Prophet, who, similar problem to the Timbersaw. But she's not countered by BKB, and none of the cores on Trial and Error have a Ghost Scepter, and two of them definitely don't want to pick one up.
Yeah, and Marana's actually is about 2,100 gold here, so she's gonna start gearing up towards her next item, which I'm not sure what she's gonna go for. Honestly, it's a bit of a toss-up. Maybe a Manta for some tankiness or some HP from the Ultimate Orb, but you could dodge Viper Strike with it. But maybe Butterfly.
Manta,
Just
Butterfly, Mjolnir, Scotty maybe if you want to be tanky.
Something.
Wouldn't mind seeing Vlad's on the Wraith King. But you don't have any other melee heroes besides the Tide, but the armor the aura is just very nice. That extra % damage. Can also
Yeah, I think-
build. Maybe if he gets a little bit of farm priority, since he only has 12 CS at the moment, perhaps gets an AC eventually.
Mhm.
DP's got some money in the bank. Maybe Shiva's
Yeah, I'd love to see
lacking no
her.
armor.
I'd love to see her pick up an armor item or two.
Yeah, personally, I think the Mirana definitely should either get a butterfly or a manta right now, because, like I said before, it gives her a little bit more tankiness and damage at the same time. Then, after that, depending on how it goes, I think maybe a satanic.
The way I think of it is Mirana. She's got her BKB. That gives her strength, and that gives her tankiness against the Timber Saw. If she picks up Butterfly, that gives her tankiness against the PA and the Viper, as well as Witch Doctor's ults, which can miss. So if she picks up Butterfly next, oh, big item pickup, by the way. We have a Refresher Orb picked up on Tide. So next
Man.
fight, if he gets the initiation and PA or Timbersaw don't get their BKBs off, oh, this could be a real big fight coming out. Oh, A ult. Oh, the Yules causes Timbersaw to dodge the Ravage, but the other two instantly die. Timbersaw doing a lot of
Mirana
damage.
actually hit the arrow too.
Killing spree. Double
Big fight
kill.
coming out from Extinction Reborn.
Arrow? No arrow.
So
Radiant's
this should be an
middle tower
easy
is under
2
attack.
towers.
Radiant structures.
Yeah, they finally
been
get that mid
fortified.
tower that's been haunting them this
Radiant's
entire
middle
game.
tower has
Yeah,
been destroyed.
patience. They were a lot more patient than I would have been.
Yeah. Towers just money in the bank, you know?
Radiant has fortified its structures.
So
They double
showing
ravage.
more patience. Yeah, they did
They
double
did.
Ravage. But showing more patience, backing off after Exorcism ends. And we got this late, and I agree with them. Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like Mirana's picking up her next item. She's going for Maelstrom.
That's fine. I mean, I would just probably leave it as a Maelstrom for now.
Hey, she picks up Mjolnir, puts it on the Tide.
I guess you could also do that, but
See the arrow drawn by PA there.
Push here! No! Making it nice and clear for her team.
I mean, PA is the key to them winning this late game. She needs to keep farming.
And this Timbersaw, he's taking a lot of farm from his team.
Yeah, he's almost 300 CS, and that's about at half for PA.
Yeah.
and like you said, he's pretty much plateaued in terms of damage. He can only get more tanky, but I mean, at this point, they could just kind of wait it out almost.
They
Yeah,
have,
Timber
they have the
should
damage
try to
kill him.
concede. He should try to concede some farm to PA now.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
And PA, I gotta say, she really doesn't have very much. She
Dire's
has
bottom tower has been
Helmet
destroyed.
Dominator for some farming.
Radiant's courier has been
BKB
callously
and-
murdered.
She's working on an Abyssal. Nice carrier snipe coming out. Died in the
Is there
middle
anything
of
on
the
it?
river. Rip. Nothing.
There was nothing on it. The Dire Courier's hanging out here, just saying, please.
Oh,
God,
Swap
Timbersaw,
comes
do
out
not-"
onto the Wraith King, but he just casually walks away. Oh, Ale
So we have a
connects
push
on
bottom.
2. They pop the pipe. They're going for the push, but Ravage is up. They don't have the double, so we'll see if they try to wait for that. Only 25 seconds, so they can just wait for this next creep wave. Just do a little bit of counter pushing with your Death Prophet, who, if they initiate on her, she just pops her Yules. She has a heart. She's pretty freaking tanky, man. Viper gets arrowed. Chakram's whiff. Double Ravage cooling down in 5 seconds. It's a little bit of desperation showing, if you ask me, from Trial and Error. They say that
I
we
don't know-
just
I
gotta
don't know
go
if
for
this-
this.
I don't know if this is the wisest choice here.
Oh,
think
arrow
what
lands
they
on the
need-
Viper.
No,
Oh.
they're not gonna go on it. It's too far out.
See, Tide, he
They
wants
need-
it. He wants it bad.
He does want it, but Trial and Error should just try to wait for a pickoff, I think.
Oh, 3-man Ravage. double Ravage coming out. PA gets stunned up. PA is about to get blown up. Oh, she pops her BKB, survives for a little while longer, but she gets killed down by the ghosts. Witch.L coming out, but he gets torn apart by the ghosts. Ultra kill for the Death Prophet. Can she pick up the Rampage?
I think she can.
Oh,
Arrow
she's chasing. An arrow
hits.
connects. Will they let him get the Rampage? Oh, Wraith King steals the Rampage. Reported.
I don't think that was intentional. I think the Wraith Fire Blast got it.
So, big fight coming out. Just the double Ravage. Too much for them.
Even a wraith must seek
But
removal.
Exorcism's down. They might not be able to push. Is that a completed Shiva's Guard on Death Prophet, I believe? Yep. Full Shiva's Guard. Completed in one go.
Smaran also has 4,900 gold. Basically 5,000 gold. Yeah, 5,000 gold right now. So she can buy whatever she wants right now. Or at least a part of her next item.
And this PA, her item progression is just halted. She's not getting enough farm priority. And
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Brana.
Yep. To be
Third,
next,
she's got Eagle Song.
So Roshan is up. Ravage is down for another minute. We'll see if Trial and Error can pick it up in the meantime.
This is the time to do it.
They don't have Ravage. They don't have Exorcism.
Extinction knows that Roshan's up though.
Throwing the AL to scout or casual harassment. A little bit of scouting, a little bit of both.
Viper's about almost has X.
Like I said earlier, he really needs a BKB. He hasn't done anything in the fights that Ravage is up.
Yeah, but I mean, this Tide has done an excellent job of catching Trial and Error out, like, just unawares, and they can't even get their BKBs off in time.
Yep.
And he gets the double Ravage off on them regardless, and afterwards they BKB, but they're already damaged significantly.
And
Because usually the Ravage and Arrow hit, and that does so much damage to a single person.
and if the supports are caught, they're just gone.
Yeah, they can't last.
Not a lot. You might not think about it this way, but Ravage does do a good amount of damage. That's a 450 damage nuke. With the double, that's 900 damage to your 1200 HP Venge, who only has a Pipe of Insight, and your 1200 HP Witch Doctor, who doesn't have an item. Almost has an Eggs, but not there yet.
I mean, they do have a pipe, but like I said before, this Tide Hunter's just been catching them out. Like, they can't react fast enough to pop the BKBs or the pipes to try to mitigate the damage. So
yeah, very nice fights coming out, and the Ravages have been just spectacular. I haven't seen them catch any less than 3 heroes in quite a while. Full Butterfly picked up by the Marana.
Extinction's just going to go for the Roshan. I don't think that Trial and Error can or should contest this.
Yeah,
they have double Ravage up right now.
They had their window to try to take a fight while double Ravage was down, but
yeah,
double Ravage and Exorcism. That's a lot of Rapier comes out by the PA.
I like it.
That is.
I mean, they realize it's a matter of time.
This is
one person they could blow up though.
And they have to be counting on the Roche, which Roshan
Yeah,
half
I
HP.
think they were hoping to have the Roche with it.
They're smoking into it. Tide is ready to Ravage, walking over. BKB pops. Ravage out on 3. Pops again. Ravage. The second Ravage doesn't proc yet. Gets all of them. But Death Prophet's already dead.
Should try to pick up the cheese. She left the cheese for Marana. Big mistake.
Marana takes down the Timbersaw. PA is just gonna get stun locked. Can she go in? Oh, it's a rapier for Marana.
If she wants
the
it.
cheese was sitting there. PA definitely could have taken it.
The Wraith King took it.
Wraith King.
It's GG.
GG is called.
Yeah.
Going for one last YOLO fight.
Yeah.
I really think if they wanted to go for the Yola Rapier play, they needed to go for the Roshan when Ravage and Exorcism were down.
Did
Great
they
game,
spell that
though.
out beforehand?
Highly entertaining.
How many kills was that? That was a lot of
Lot.
kills. Very action-packed. Some great dodos. And so that brings the series to an even 1-1. We'll see who can bring out a victory in the next game.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure.
So we'll be back in a few minutes.